Hi y'all, I'm back, and this time I'm going to do a multimedia art piece. So I'm going to be using crayons and markers, alcohol-based markers to be specific, to try and make an art piece. We're going to see how well this goes. Because normally my mixed art pieces do not come out well. So I've already drawn my lines. I haven't decided what the pattern might be. I'm going to try and put this crayon back in the tub so I can get the markers up here on the table. That way I have a clear view of everything. Because I have a lot of crayons. Okay. Crayons are in the tub. Let me turn the heat off. Because it is a tad bit warm. Alright, now we can get started. So like I said, I have my lines drawn. Probably going to go over and do some other lines. So let me grab my other tote marker here. Looking for number 120. So 120 I just had to there we go. Go over all the lines properly. Oops. Okay. So now some of these are going to be split into smaller sections, and some are not. Like I said, this is a mixed art piece, so I'm trying to make it as interesting as possible, because I am going to use the alcohol-based markers and my crayons to make an art piece. Okay, so let's start with the crayons. First color I'm using is Periwinkle, and this is from the pastel box or line. Let's see. Oh, this one's going to be pretty. This is the Blizzard Blue from the 8 Retired Colors collection. Let's stop talking here. And color in these first few squares so I can show you guys. First 4 squares are done. Hello. That's colored in now. This is a pretty color. I like this one a lot. Let's do this one here. So there's the top corner so far. I love this color right here. I've got to find the name of it. It's on here somewhere. This is maroon from the Bold and Bright line. I love maroon. Hello. Shade that. These two, these 3 at the top are gonna be the salmon color. I do like this one right here. Here's that so far. I know it's not coming along too well, but this is just the beginning of the art piece. use this blue because this is a pretty blue. So pretty. Okay, top corner is done. Now I'm going to use some of the alcohol markers to fill in some of the lower spots on here. Let's do that. And I will say, the alcohol markers are a bit easier to use than the crayons, but that's just my opinion. See if I can put this in. Okay. Let's see what this one is, because I have no idea. I think that one's orange. Oh, marigold. No, I do not speak Arabic. Okay. Hello, people. I use that one. Let's use this one. See how well it looks. Ooh, I do like that. That is pretty. I'm almost done with this section I'm working on right now. Just trying to find colors that might not go together, but I'm gonna make them work anyways. I'm 19. I actually just turned 19 5 days ago. Let's use this yellow. See how well this goes. This section. So here's this section so far. And this is with the alcohol markers. Oh, that's a pretty color. That gray actually goes really well there. Do. Prussian blue right there. Sky blue. Use that for the corner. Okay. That section is done. Let's find a crayon to use. I'm just gonna kind of, this one will be pretty. Kind of just select a random one. And just go in and fill in this one section. Right here. Let's see. There's that so far. Let's see. Let's use this green. And there we go. That section. Now this one I'm going to split. So let's grab a marker here. I'm going to split this section into two. And I'm going to shade this in with, I believe this is Robin's egg blue, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, turquoise blue. Let's see. Rose red, this is the one I wanted. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Here it is so far. Still got some more lines to do. And I'm making an art piece using crayons and alcohol-based markers. That is what we're doing today. And so I'm just trying to see how well this art piece will look together. Because sometimes with certain art supplies, it's a hit or miss on how well they look together. And I've had that happen before. It's like, oh, this will look really good. And then it didn't. So, figured I'd do a practice piece before I actually do a huge art piece. Because for me, this size is practice. Because when I do a huge art piece, it normally takes me a couple days. Let's see, put this here and layer that on to the top. Let me show you guys what it looks like so far. It's coming along nice, I will say. Okay, there's that. I'm going to use the raw umber to fill that in. Let's use the orange. Kind of fill in that gap. Which one is this? Periwinkle. I do like this one. Fill in this right here. That's a pretty pink. Woo! It is bright though. It is bright, bright, bright. Almost done with this section, and it's actually looking really good together. I'm actually surprised. Right. That section is completed. I'm going to come over here and do this middle section. Just give her a handful. And then I'll grab another handful when I'm ready to switch. I will say sometimes switching with the alcohol markers is a little difficult because you don't want them to blend in with each other, because then your tip of your marker winds up covered with the other color, and then your marker colors some weird off color. I have unfortunately had that happen on a few occasions, actually. It was really annoying. So in order to do this project, if you want to do your own version, all you need is like the small poster board from the Dollar Tree, like the pack of 6, some crayons, and whatever other art supplies you have laying around the house to make a mixed media art piece. Honestly, it doesn't take a lot of work as long as you have like an idea in mind. I had some of an idea because I started off with a base. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Do this one. Fill in this section right here with this color. And there we go. Here's how it's coming along so far. Now here's the fun part. Switching between crayon and marker. This right here, that here, this marker, let's see. That in. Let's do this one. I need the broad tip for this side. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Color there. There we go. I was not wanting to color properly. I hate when that happens. Okay. Last bit of crayon here for this section. Let's do this color right here. Okay. Now this next section is just going to be crayon. Let's get this color right here. And shape that in. Let's get that green. That's pretty. Let's take this. Oops. My hand slipped. I hate when that happens. Crayon section. Oh. Shoot. I hate when that happens. Forgot to line that up at an angle. There we go. Too. Finish up this section with this color. Now we're just going to pick a single color for the next two columns. No, I'm sorry, my table is a little wobbly. I actually need to fix it. It's the problem. Okay, that section is done. Let's do a cool gray for this section. And then the last one will be crayon. It's just a little tiny triangle. And there it is. Mixed media art piece.